video, we are going to discuss how you will get numbered headings and insert table of contents. Now, in some documents, you see introduction, 1, introduction, 2, literature review, 3, methodology, 3.1, this, 3.2, that. That is what we are going to learn in this video. And also how you can add table of content automatically without doing it manually one after the other, keying it. The reason why using the headings is good in Microsoft Word is that when you use the headings, it allows Microsoft Word to be able to generate the table of content for you automatically. And you can add the headings without the numbers. But here we are going to learn how to add the headings with numbers. Now, to add the headings with numbers, all you simply need to do is to click in front of the heading that you want to start from. So we want to start from environmental effects. We click in front of that. Then under the paragraph section and the home tab, you click on multi-leveled list. Once you do that, you'll be presented with this drop down. When you are presented with this particular drop down, all you simply need to do is to come to the bottom of it and click on define new multi-leveled list. When you click on define new multi-leveled list, you'll be presented with this. Then you click on more. The first thing that we are going to do is to select level 1. The second thing is to go to link level style 2. We will select heading 1. Now we want 1 introduction, 2 this. So we don't want 1 close brackets introduction. So all we will simply do is at the enter formatting for number, we will remove the closing brackets. Then it is already starting at 1. So we will move on to level 2. We want level 2 to apply to heading 2 style. So we pick heading 2. And we don't want heading 2 to be A, B, C, D. So we change the number style for this level to also 1, 2, 3. Then this time around, we also don't want the closing brackets for this level. So we remove the closing brackets. You press on the left arrow key to move in front of the 1. We put a dot there. Then you press the left arrow key again in front of the dots. Then you come to include the level number from. We want to include the level number from level 1 when we get to level 2, so that when you pick 1 introduction, we can get 1.1 this, 1.2 that. So we have to include level 1. So we get 1.1. Then once you are done with that, you click OK. When you click OK, this is what you are going to get. Looks like the effect of removing the closing brackets did not work. So let's go back to multi-level list. We come back to the bottom here, define new multi-level list. We select level 1. We remove the closing brackets. We want the style to be applied to the heading 1. Then we go to level 2. We want the style to be applied to heading 2. And we want the number style to also be 1, 2, 3. And we also don't want the closing bracket, so we click in here. We press backspace to remove it. Then we press on the left arrow key to move in front of the 1. We put a dot there. Then we press on the left arrow key again to move the cursor to in front of the dots. Then we come to include level number from. We want to include the level number from level 1. Then we hit OK. So now we have 1, which is environmental effects. So we can select the water pollution. Then we get 1.1, which is environmental pollution. Water pollution. And after water pollution, we can go to deforestation. We click on This again, we get 1.2 to be deforestation and land degradation. We can go to health effects, and we want health effects to also start with heading 1. So we get 2 health effects. 2.1, we want it to be toxic exposure, so we select the heading 2. We get 2.1 toxic exposure. We want unsafe working condition to be heading 3, so we click on we want unsafe working conditions to be 2.2, so we pick heading 2, and so on. So that is how you can add multi-leveled headings. Now we want to include our table of contents. Since our headings are already populated using the heading styles in Microsoft Word, we can populate our table of contents. So let's go back to the page that starts with the table of contents. We put our cursor in front here, we hit enter, we go to paragraphing, then we justify. Now to include the table of contents, all you need to do is to go to references. And remember, before you can get this automated table of content, you should have used the built-in Microsoft Word headings for your documents. If you don't use it, you are going to get an empty table of content. So we go to references. Then under references, we have table of contents. So we click on table of contents. You'll be presented with a drop down. Then you select contents. Once you do that, you get all your headings and the pages that each of them will be found in. So we have heading 1, which is environmental effects, found on page 3. We have heading 2, which is water pollution 1.1, found also on page 3. Deforestation and land degradation, which is also found on page 4. So this is how you'll be able to achieve table of contents and also multi-level headings.